Hi Aries, and Divine Masculine. I'll explain why I changed the title and why I saw that would be fit. This is going to be a art channeled message. I channel messages through art, creativity. I really hope my messages inspire you to see the art within yourself, within your journey, and within everything around you, because everything is symbolic. And everything is up for interpretation. Just like we all start from zero, so do we. It's a fool's journey. It's a blank canvas. If you'd like a personal message, I do offer those. You can find those in the description box. And Divine Masculine, or even the sign that I put on the videos, is simply a label. There are no rules here, so if this finds you, it's meant for you. I go on and on about how all of my videos are timeless with no rules, so I really hope you find something despite the label. Okay, what I started drawing for you was a watch, and it also looks like that melting clock painting. It's called The Persistence of Memory by Salvador Dali, I think. It's probably one of my favorite artists. Something important here about losing time or letting time pass you by, or letting opportunities pass you by. I'm also getting bending the rules, bending time. Something that you think must be done in a designated amount of time does not. So if you're putting everything in your life on time or on a clock, do not. This includes when you get a degree, when you settle down. Everyone's at their own pace. I also heard normal clock, and then I pictured how a normal clock looks on the wall, and then how a bending clock looks, especially on the painting. You can't really see it. You can't tell what time it is. It's like Spirit is urging you to stop constantly checking the clock. It's like Spirit is trying to pull you away from any social constructs or time constraints. I then heard something funny. It's like you're on divine time, not their time, not your boss's time, just divine's time, your time. I'm also getting you can't turn back time, so let it go. And also you can't make up for lost time, so live your life the way you want. Stop putting everything on hold because you feel like you need XYZ first. This reminds me of those types of people that wait years to tell someone how they feel. Like you've been waiting for the right time, but for how long? When will it ever be the right time? The right time doesn't exist. Is timing really holding you back, or is it fear in disguise of that? Lastly, I'm seeing there's a memory here that persists. Like I said, some of you are struggling to let go or forget, and maybe you want to, like you don't want to keep thinking of this. Maybe it's an awful memory, a good memory. It's like a time in your life that you want to get back so bad that you're not really living in the moment, like the persistence of time. That painting is a perfect example of the control, the chokehold time has on us humans, both negatively and positively. A weird scenario came to me where I thought of how you can be late to an appointment, which causes one to panic or even die because they're in a rush. Like in certain movies I've seen people, I'm thinking of The Devil Wears Prada, where Emily was so stressed out trying to appease her boss that she got hit by a car and everything flew everywhere. So it's like she was rushing for no reason, and then she sacrificed herself because she was trying to race against time. It's like you're tired of dragging something around, like the clocks depicted in my drawing and also in that painting. And the reason I'm making this a divine masculine plus an Aries channeled message is because I feel like that's kind of a good way to depict masculine energy as like a shadow or a dark side. It's like we have to be hardworking, we can't stop, we have to keep grinding. We have to have everything by a certain period. Especially significant for like masculines or just men in general. So many things are expected of you. It's like put on a brave face, keep it moving. I think I was also gonna say something else. Oh yeah. I'm gonna use my Harry Potter deck. I've used this like 2 months ago with certain videos if I channeled Harry Potter, but I feel really drawn to use this because I never do. And I was also thinking of like the time turner, Hermione's time turner, and she said bad things happen to wizards that mess with time. Because he was trying to go back in time and, well, they couldn't be seen. They could change it, but they can't be seen because it would be a freak show. So yeah, like bad things happen to people that mess with time. People that try to manipulate time, race time. Okay. Divine masculine, Aries, let's see. We have the Monster Book, a book of monsters. This is from, well, this is 8 too. Thinking of like 8 of Pentacles. It's like working too hard. I was getting like someone's working so hard that they feel like they're becoming a monster, or you feel like you're becoming a version of yourself that's just inexcusable. You don't like who you are now. And I'm getting like, it's like a story. There's history. It's like a point in time that led up to this. It's like the Monster Book. I'm also getting something about not everyone starts out as either bad people or I'm getting burnt out people. It's like when we're younger, we start out young, alive, but then time, this rat race, I like to call it, especially with like capitalism, is what like strips you, turns you into a monster, into a robot. And I feel like some of you are picking up on some of those traits. You're not a literal monster, but you don't like what it's doing to you. Let's get another one. And we have Fang, which is the dog. Dogs are all about loyalty. I'm also getting like 4 of Cups, like not accepting help, thinking you can do everything by yourself. Thinking you can do everything by yourself and now you're tired. And every time I saw Fang in the movies, I'd be like, that dog looks tired. That dog looks like it's 8 or 9 in dog years. So someone's tired. It's like, I'm getting like if some of you don't rest, like you could like be falling apart, or you're just that tired. I'm also getting with 8 and 4, you need to divide your workload or divide the pressure in half. Because you work way too hard. Everything's good in balance, like temperance. But just know your limits. It's very important. Because that can wait. Because we can race and race and race, but like race and race and race to acquire all of this stuff that we feel like we need to accomplish by a certain time. But if you can't even enjoy it by the time you get it, if you're like falling apart by then, what's the point? So those cards already make sense. I'm also picturing with this book, Harry was at the train station, I believe, and this book, he opened it and it started attacking him out of nowhere. He didn't expect it. So I feel like someone's almost, I feel like you're snapping at people, or you feel like you're just moody, like not taking care of yourself, not feeling your best. It's because you need to divide your workload in half. 2, you need to focus on one thing at a time. It's like you're taking on too much. I'm also getting you can't save the world, so 7 of Cups. Yeah, I'm getting the 7 of Cups. It's like so many things at once. I'm also getting you barely have any free time. You barely have any time for yourself. So you try to fit every thought, every activity into one. It's like, how can I fit all this into one? It's nearly impossible, because you can fit all of that into one, but are you actually living in the moment and enjoying it? The other day I was watching a video on the fear of missing out, how that can cause people, well, it's an illusion, one, how it can cause people to play catch up. It's like you're trying to catch up with time, trying to fit all these things into your schedule because you don't want to miss out on it. I feel like your life will be boring without it. But what do you usually think when you're at these big events, these big parties? Like, I want to go home. My social battery is dead. So it's all like a mindset. You're really not missing out. It's better to be immersed in the moment, immersed in your surroundings, than play the rat race of life. Now we have Knight of Cups. I'm seeing that as a good thing. Like you're taking it one at a time instead of trying to fit everything into one and trying to appease everyone else before you. And I'm really drawn to how the horse is white. It's like you feel clean and refreshed, energized. Right here it's very dark, gloomy, and tired. Oh, and I'm even seeing, I was getting like this is a divine masculine Aries reading, Aries message, and then we have a white horse, which is yin energy. So I'm saying, like, don't be afraid to cut it in half. Balance your divine masculine and divine feminine energies. It's okay to rest and be feminine once in a while. And feminine energy is usually all about receiving for once, just calming down, going with the flow. That's how I view it. Devil. Yep. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, that was weird. I didn't. You know what? I'll put that there. Hanged Man, and the 10 of Cups. Getting something about like money not being the root of all happiness. It's like someone thought it was, and now you feel like trapped in a cycle, trapped in a routine that you are not happy with. It's really sad, because it's like the only way you think you can get out of this is by cramming as much as you can into your schedule. Getting someone needs to go after their heart and not after what will make them money. So I guess you can make money, but also you have to find a balance somehow. And I feel like it's too much work, and less inspiration. But I feel like you're gonna have like a light bulb moment that's going to get you out of this feeling. I'm getting like almost claustrophobia. It's like you're getting claustrophobia by trying to fit everything else in one day. You feel like you don't have time to be you, if that makes sense. It's like, am I even here, or is this my other self? I don't know that person. Okay, let's get a Bob Ross card. I'm also getting, the more you try to beat time or go faster, it's like the more stagnant you become. It's almost like that's the universe, like I said in the beginning, it's like spirit urging you to just, that's how it feels. It's It's like, what do you want for once? We have, that's a crooked tree, we'll send him to Washington. It's like everything needs fixing. Nothing's ever good enough. I feel like a lot of you are like a perfectionist. Keep working and working and working until I think my life is perfect, but when will it ever be perfect? None of us can ever reach perfection, no matter how hard we try. If you're always lacking something, it's never going to be enough. It's like Four of Cups, never satisfied. I'm also getting like something about like never wanting help. You're just doing it all yourself. And I'm also getting this energy of like you think you need fixing. Someone thinks they need to like plastic surgery. Just wanting to fix everything that you define as not perfect yet. But once again, that's unreachable. Wow. Okay, Divine Masculine, Aries. Didn't expect to turn it into this, but I just thought I felt guided to do this, like 2 in 1. So please like, subscribe, support the channel in any way you can. I would really appreciate it. And I really hope you got something from this message, despite it being straightforward. I feel like I went over certain aspects a lot, but that's the thing with my messages. Just like art is up for interpretation, so is this. It's like an optical illusion. Like, what do you see? What's the underlying meaning here? What do you see? Okay, guys. Bye.